fix your face. So come on now, better come on now. Oh, it's getting late and we gotta go. It's getting late and we better go. Come on now, come on now, honey, let me see just how much you do for me. I'm not waiting all night long. You told me love me, but that's so wrong. So come on now, better come on now. Oh, it's getting late and we gotta go. It's getting late and we better go. Woo. Come on now, come on now, while we still got time. Come on, baby, the sun is shining, but you couldn't stop your wine. Oh, baby, it's alright, so come on now, come on now. Oh, it's getting late and we gotta go. It's getting late and we gotta go. Yeah. Better come on now. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, it's getting late and we gotta go. It's getting late and we gotta go. Good on ya.
Good evening, everybody. Well, I believe that this structure might have just been put up since last night, because I was just here yesterday. Oh, there's the raven too. And I was just right across the road there where basically where my truck is now, and I didn't see this, so I'm thinking it looks pretty new. So I'm going to be camping here for the night. Looking forward to that. Yeah, love this. Loving it. Yes, sirree, Bob. That's pretty cool. So I guess we'll see what the night brings. Very much looking forward to it. Got my firewood all stacked up. Kindling all cut. My little stove all ready to go. Over here, as you can see, there's a big structure right here. And, it's a very popular area. So I got my kindling all ready to go. I'll start my fire until just before dark. I don't want to run out of wood. But anyway, yeah, great area. A neat structure right there. Got all the work in that. A lot of work. Climb over this. Yeah, check that out. Hopefully it'll come building tonight. Funny thing is there could be something here tomorrow and you would never hear it, or you could hear something like they're building something, like Laurel did to the camp out, banging around, crashing around with big pieces of wood and rocks and stuff, and then there's nothing there. So you just, noises are very deceiving with them. So we'll just see what the night brings. Well, it has some hot Italian sausage and eggs and hash browns, and the weather looked like it was going to be crap out on me, but hey, pretty nice right now, pretty sunny. Hey, just having a little stroll around. Had, like I said, had my breakfast a while ago, late breakfast, brunch, I guess. And I was looking at this, I passing by it, and I thought, oh, this just looks kind of natural. But then when I looked at it closer, definitely not. Definitely not natural. I'll show you what I mean. Watch my step. You know, all these pieces, I don't know if you can see, they're all just kind of laid across, just laying there. This one. Now it doesn't look like much, but actually there's a lot there, a lot to it. Yeah, there's probably, oh, a good dozen or so pieces going horizontally across from one end to the other. And yeah. Yeah, I know it's probably not showing up that good on the camera, but you know, all these pieces here, they're all placed there. That's kind of interesting. Use this one again. Not much to it, but pretty much classic example of what they do. Yeah. Check that out. Now, I pointed these out last time too. And, you know, I don't really know. There's 6 rocks there. Kind of stacked together. That could indicate 6 clan members. Could just be natural too. Yeah. Little one. You know, I feel kind of bad about my video yesterday or whatever. I was a little bit over the top with judging people with game cams and whatever. Although, I gotta admit, if they were in this area here, well, I mean, it's not legal, and I wouldn't be that happy about it. But, you know, people are where they are on their journey, so I really can't, I shouldn't be so critical, I suppose. But, you know, as far as people coming in here, or in any area, and discovering Sasquatch, I'm all for that. You know, if they can get a heart connection, get a relationship going with Sasquatch, I mean, there's nothing better than that. I would wish that for anybody. But, you know, I guess I get a bee in my bonnet when I see people coming in here and disrespecting them. But then that's just my opinion, and, you know, it's my opinion, so I kind of feel a little bit bad for what I said yesterday, but in principle, I think it was true, but Might have been a little over the top. Anyway, what a gorgeous day. Get back and start my fire in a while. It's gonna be a cold night. Hopefully it won't rain. This one's been here for a while. Quite a few logs on this one. Now at one point down here, it's gone now, there was a simulated fire pit, which is the circle of rocks with the cross sticks in it, cross peel sticks to simulate fire. But it's gone. And I do believe that in most cases they make them just to imitate what they see the people doing. Yeah. This one's been here for a while. It's kind of a neat one. Been here for maybe a year or so. Like I said, the fire pit's gone. But, you know, I find quite a few of those, and yeah, I definitely think that they're imitating what they see the campers doing. That's my feeling. Once again, some pretty big pieces in there. And, you know, I wonder where they haul all those in from. I mean, there are pieces lying around, but, you know, there's not a whole lot. Not a whole lot of this size and whatever, so I just don't think that they're just picking them up off the ground here. They're bringing them in from someplace. Which, you know, obviously speaks to the fact that they're not human-made. Now, don't get me wrong. Definitely some people, or some of these are made by people, but the majority of the ones in here, or at least a lot of them, the consistency of design, the other collaborative evidence, you know, finding the same thing year after year, and a number of different factors. I think that for the most part, the majority of them in here are made by people. But those people would be the Sasquatch people, not the hairless kind. Here's another one, classic example, with the small logs on the top of a hollowed out stump. Very, very typical. It's kind of a small one, but oh yeah, there's some rocks placed up in there too, in a couple places. Interesting. Something that the Sasquatch do. And, yeah, some pieces at the back blocking the entranceway there, or whatever you would call it, or whatever it's used for. Yeah. They are busy, busy, busy. Very industrious. I believe I might have seen this one yesterday. I'm not sure. Go check it out. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's the one I saw yesterday. Go have another quick look. I'm actually starting to see better without my prescription glasses. I mean, not as good as if I had them, but I can kind of see. Not too bad. So I might be able to see tracks or something if I happen to run across them. Yeah, Once again, as we saw in that one just a while ago, the classic thatch roof. I mean, not thatch roof, with the small logs. And another thing common with that other one that we just looked at is the back part here is kind of sealed off. There's a couple, well, actually, okay, not a couple. The one on the right is actually part of the stump. But there's a small stump in there, just sitting there, and then the big one leaned up against it. Well, I guess if you would think of it as an entranceway, it would be kind of blocking that entranceway, but I don't really know if that's the purpose for it. Oh wow, this is so cool. Now, I don't know if they made this square thing with the big logs here. I'm really not sure about that. Although, it does appear that they probably moved them into that position anyway. I'm not sure. But the interesting thing is look at these evergreen branches in here. Just all laid in there. They're all just laid down. Now, I don't know what the reason for that would be. I mean, in some cases it could be a bedding area, but I'm not sure. Right in here in the campground, I'm not sure if that would be the case. But definitely placed there. There's no other ones anywhere around outside the perimeter of this. And actually, these are not even the same trees as these ones. These appear to be different trees. So, yeah, I think they are. But regardless, definitely placed here by design and with a purpose. And that's very cool. Huh. Very cool. Most interesting. As you can see, there's no others lying on the ground anywhere. Just in here. Small one. Just a few, 3 or 4 pieces. 4 pieces leaned up against the big one. Not much to it, but once again, indicative of what we consistently find them doing around here. So, very, very prolific builders. Very prolific builders. Taking a walk on a trail I've never been on before, which is unusual. I've been on most of them in here. Well, just about ready to head back to camp and get that fire going. It's going to be a cold one. I think it's going down to -2 Celsius. It's not Fahrenheit. Which, I don't know what that would be. 0 would be like, what, it's 32 degrees freezing, so I guess it's going down to, I don't know, somewhere in the high 20s maybe. So it's going to be a fairly nippy one. I can already feel it. Looks like it's going to be dry though, hopefully. Yeah. Long overdue happening here. It's been a while since I've been way back in the backcountry. Definitely going to have to do that again. I don't know if I'll be doing it in the winter, but spring, summer for sure, and hopefully by that time the borders will have opened up and Sue and I can do that again. We never got to enjoy that this year because of the madness and affecting the world these days. But definitely looking forward to doing that next year, solo or preferably with Sue, or both. Yeah. Best place in the world to be, for me anyway. Some people, their idea of paradise is on a white sandy beach in Hawaii or someplace like that, and that's pretty darn cool. But for me, my paradise is right here in the woods. So the evening into the early morning hours were really, really vibey. I could feel the gang's presence. And, you know, my hearing isn't the best, but at one point I heard a really, really unusual noise. Very hard to describe, but I can say that it wasn't of any natural cause or anything that I've ever heard. It did seem to be from a supernatural source, so to speak, or something something unusual, put it that way. And honestly, I really can't describe it other than to say that one time a friend of mine and myself were camping way up in the Chehalis area, way, way back in the woods. And we were in a little secluded spot, and we heard what sounded to us like, you know those triangle bars that you hit with a stick? Or the little, I guess it's a little stick, and it has that ting, ting, that vibration sound. I guess I've seen them in orchestras and stuff. But anyway, we heard that sound, and it was like really resonating, and it sounded like it was coming from right behind us, or maybe even in between us. And after that, we got a very, very peaceful, relaxed, calm, kind of protected feeling. And it was that feeling was really palatable. Now, what I heard last night was, it didn't have a feeling or anything attached to it, but it was unusual like that sound, and it was bizarre to say the least. And in any event, I slept in my car because it was really, really cold out, or in my truck, I should say, in Eddie, and curled up in the back seat. And for some reason, you have to go into your the controls in the truck, and I didn't realize this. And you have to turn off the alarm, or the all sensor button. You have to turn it to just perimeter. Otherwise, if you're sleeping in the truck, every time I moved, panic alarm would go off, and I could not figure it out. It was really, really frustrating. And you know, at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning in a campground when everyone's asleep, you're not that popular, to say the least. So I basically had to pack up and leave at about 3 in the morning and cut my time short. But it was a wonderful time. And I did resolve the truck issue. Found out what that was, so that worked out good too. But in any event, yeah, I love camping in there and cannot wait to get back. As I was sitting around the fire, I was playing with my rattle for a bit, but I was doing an awful lot of drumming. A whole lot of drumming, and I was absolutely playing the drum. It was like a different level than I've ever been capable of. It just seemed like I was connected with the drum. It felt like a breakthrough in my playing, kind of, I suppose. And I wish I had recorded some of it, but unfortunately I didn't. But yeah. It's funny, you know, with the drum, the things that I think of in my head, sometimes my ability is not as good as my imagination. But I'm working on it. I'm getting better, and yeah, gives me something to strive for. So yeah, the drumming was amazing. Good vibe, great time, and a real blessing to be in the SASQUATCH's home, sharing it with them.
The tables are empty, the dance floor's deserted. You play the same love song, it's the 10th time you've heard it. That's the beginning, just one of the clues. You've had your first lesson in learning the blues. Cigarettes you light, one after another, won't help you forget her and the way that you love her. You're only burning a torch you can't lose. You're on the right track, falling in the blues. When you're at home alone, the blues will taunt you constantly. When you're out in a crowd, those blues will haunt your memory. The nights when you don't sleep, that whole night you're crying, but you can't forget her. Soon you'll even stop trying. You walk the floor and wear out your shoes. When you feel your heart break, you're learning the blues. When you're at home alone, the blues will taunt you constantly. When you're out in a crowd, those blues will haunt your memory. The nights when you don't sleep, the whole night you're crying, but you can't forget her.